Hello, how are you? I hope you're well. I haven't been down here for 2 weeks, coming up to, because I've had to self-isolate. Anyway, allowed out at last. Yes, I've been down a couple of hours and I've done some weeding. Very luckily, my son has been down watering the polytunnel definitely for me. And we've had a friend quickly water in the cage and down the end. But I have been down weeding for a couple of hours and I've popped a few things in. But anyway, let's get on with the tour in July and how fabulous it's amazingly still looking, even though I haven't managed to get down here at all and do anything in the last 10 days at least. So the lettuces that I planted way back are starting to go to seed now. I haven't managed to get down here to pick the outer leaves. This one could still be picked, I reckon, and you can save it. But they've been in long enough and they've given me plenty. This line here is swede. I popped them in after I took the garlic out. Over that side as well, swede. Spring onions that were in the middle of the garlic. This is chicory. Hearting up. I'm not sure I like chicory, but I got the seeds free, so I planted them. These here are cabbages or cauliflowers. Again, you know me, I can't remember. So, and you know, I have no clue what that is either. There's no stick. I thought that was chicory as well, but it obviously isn't. It's different. So, let me see. These are definitely cabbages. That's good. I found the stick for those. Ooh. Mystery item number 603 or something. I do like a good mystery though. So, Lollo Rosso lettuces. I have picked the outer leaves of those since I've been down. And my Freckles lettuces, love those. They have been so good. I have popped in some, these here are cauliflowers. There's 12 plants here and 9 plants there. Onions that I'm trying to get to, I think that actually these are spring onions. I pulled most of the other onions out and I'm trying my hardest to get these to bulb up, but look, we've got some lovely big ones here. They are happening, but in all that rain they just got so much mildew on them. I cut mildewy bits out and some have survived, but the big gaps here where I've just put the cauliflower in, they had to be pulled up. They were just awful. These are, can you see here? Oh, I'm in the sunlight. I've been trying to just pull all these leaves off. I'm trying to keep them into bulb up. It's working in some places. I want my shallots to really bulb up, but they don't seem to be. And these down here are spring onions. My little all year round lettuces are doing really well. And look at Sunflower City. That's just amazing. So we have some carrots. I pulled a few of those, they're lovely. My other lettuces that I did loads of outside leaves from, going into seed now. I might let that one seed. The kohlrabi, oh my god, that's been so good. I've had lots of kohlrabi. I'm going to seed spinach. Need to sort that out. And that, I can't remember that's called, or rack, or red, or I can't remember. My rainbow shard that I planted seems to just be red. Beetroot has been amazing. Oh, that's beetroot as well. I don't know what to do with it. I've got so much. I'm not exactly the biggest beetroot fan, but I shall make sure that gets good homes. These are my purple sprouting broccoli that I should have pulled out by now, as well as my broccoli. But because I haven't been here, I haven't. But I came down to lots of little shoots, which I've picked, and they'll be for our dinner tonight. They're lovely. Look at my flowers. Are they Gadisha? I'm rubbish with flower names, but look, absolutely beautiful. Cabbages, I've had lots of cabbage. So all the slugs got these. This white stuff here, I put around the bottoms of them after they all got eaten by the slugs when I first put them in, and they came back. Look how wonderful. And they have been, I've used them in coleslaw, I've used to cook in them. Leeks have had some rust on them. I have picked the worst of the leaves off. I got to go through them again, look, to try and keep that away from them. They're coming along nicely. Turnips. Ooh, look, oh, there's one there. Can you see that? Let me pick that one. Look at it. Woohoo, my first turnip. Amazing. I think they're supposed to get bigger than that, but I'm so excited to pick it. More cabbages here, look. These got a load of white fly on. And these are my frilly red Brussels sprouts. But again, look, loads of white fly. Can you see them all flying off? But I don't know if they're doing any harm. Although not letting my frilly Brussels sprouts set, maybe. But no, but they look really healthy. So, Sunflower City again. I have picked a couple of the sunflowers off the tops. Oops. To stop them going to try and claw through the nets. And up here we have normal Brussels sprouts. How did you get in there? You're a normal Brussels sprout. That's so weird. You should be a red frilly Brussels sprout. And here we have more chard, looking really lovely. The nasturtiums are really doing well on that fence. More of those. Look, bronze fennel. Here are my parsnips. Looking really healthy. I can't see a top of one. I don't want to go looking for that now. Herb garden here. Parsley, thyme, sage, some other things I've got in here. Oh, that's that basil. Going to seed, look at that, that's beautiful. A self-seeded volunteer tomato, looking a bit worse for wear. This is a cauliflower, another cauliflower. My beautiful red cabbages, look at those. Now I thought these were cauliflower. No stick. Hardly surprising, is it really? Another surprise, whatever they're going to be. My strawberries are setting runners off now. Lovely. And here, more greens. Cabbages, maybe. We'll see. The stick knicker is out here. Where is she? Oh look, in her shady place. That's why I don't know what most things are. Because somebody gets in and nicks the sticks. Don't you, madam? Anyway, strawberries are doing so well. Another lot coming now. These are my ever-bearing strawberries that I got through the internet off of a very famous shopping. shopping site. Amazingly, wasn't expecting to find them on there. And look, there is a strawberry. Lovely. Let's pick that. That is yummy. In here, in the messy shed, is all the garlic, all drying now. And it had all that rust on it, but look, it is perfectly okay. And I shall be saving some of those to plant seeds from, and planting and using the rest, the whole year. I don't use that much garlic. My giant sunflowers, purposeful giant sunflowers, not the self-seeded ones from last year, aren't really very giant. Beautiful sweet peas. There should be some beans in here. I grew beans. Oh yeah, look. I'll have to have a hunt through there later for... There should be red dwarf beans and everything in there. I'll have a hunt in there along there later. Oh, yes, we have got some. Definitely going to look. Oh, brilliant. I call them snap beans. So, potatoes we have dug. The earlies and the second earlies. Second earlies were all in here. First earlies were here. And I have planted my asparagus in here. Can you see that? Which I've grown from seed. So this is all now my asparagus bed. Oh, there's a cabbage butterfly that you can't get into my netted. All my cabbages are safe, at least from butterflies. Not so sure about the slugs. Although I did water with nematodes. So let's hope they're killed or controlling the slugs, because all the slugs were getting into the potatoes. So these are still some second early potatoes, and main crop potatoes are all around here. I've got some spare tomatoes that are planted out here. And my bean arch, number 1, is looking fantastic. Look, they're actually getting over the top now. I have picked some from this morning when I came down as well. I was so excited to pick. I need to pick some more. Into the polytunnel. Cucumber melons, kind of looking a bit sad for themselves. The tomatillos are coming along. I have never grown them before, I've never eaten one. These here are the Gigantica tomatoes. Oh, look at the chilies, all going red, fantastic. Some celery. These are yellow pepper tomatoes. Not very many on them, but I think my polytunnel has suffered a little bit without me down here watering. Tigerella. These are moneymaker. Not so bad. These are Mormand. Oh, look at that one. That is a big tomato. Now this one kind of branched off into two. I came down one day to cut all the bottom leaves off, as I do on my indeterminate, however you say that word, tomatoes. And it got into a big second stalk, so I've let that grow. Now that's been quite successful, hasn't it, really? Producing lots. Now they're indeterminate because they haven't got a determinate amount of leaves or flowers that they're going to set. If you let them carrying on up the strings, it could go all the way along here forever and ever kind of thing, unless you pinch the top out, which I will do here, because our season does not allow them to carry on growing to they're about 50 foot long, because we would get a frost and any tomatoes would just die. So I generally let them get to the top up here, take the tops out of them, and hope that all the fruit that has got flowers can set and we can use. These one is, I think, my home sown black, but look, stick missing. Wonder who that is. Melons down here. We have got one set. Look here. I did a video in the greenhouse where I showed you how I had self-pollinated them at home. If that's the right word. I pollinated them for them instead of letting the bees do it, because I wasn't having any melons appearing. And also on the melons I have found, I was treating them the same as cucumbers, where I was taking off all the side shoots. But if you take off a side shoot, look, that's where the baby melons are, and they're the females, and these are the male flowers. So what I did to pollinate it was, not that. I got a male flower, peeled off all the outer petals, got the inside of it where all the pollen is, and I poked it all around in there, and then hopefully we'll get a melon. But they're doing it quite happily themselves down here. Excellent, look at that. Lots of basil around, red basil, green basil. And my aubergines don't seem to be aubergining. Ow, they're very prickly, you know. They seem to get to a certain stage, have lovely flowers, but don't do anything else. I have grown them from seed myself, so maybe next year I'll get one that is grafted and see if that behaves any different. More tomatillos here. Lovely. And got those green tomatoes inside. Have no idea how to cook them, eat them. I will Google that, but they have been such a success. I've got so many, I've got to find out how to do them. Chilies and peppers. Look at those for some peppers. I started those from seed in January. Had them on my windowsill with tin foil on one side of them, so it shone all of the light back at them, so they didn't actually lean towards the light. They look like they're doing fantastically. Look at those red ones. I'm going to have a harvest of those today. Cucumbers now. I've got long cucumbers and little snack cucumbers. You can see it. I can't see if you can see that. I still haven't got my gimbal up and running. I must do this. It sat in its box. I did start to try and do it the other day, and then I got distracted. Missy is barking at my next door neighbour. I shall have to go and investigate this. I'll be back. So, back down from investigating Missy. It was just my neighbour, and she was protecting the allotment. Bless her. So, looking good in here anyway. I think I've just about finished saying what I was doing in here. All looking really good. Tomatoes coming along, cucumbers coming along, and the peppers and chilies. Down to the peas and the broad beans. So I haven't picked any more broad beans. They were doing really well. I was so pleased with them. These are dwarf ones. I think they were called the Saturn. Definitely plant those again next year. I'm leaving whatever is on them now for seeds. Same with the peas. Leaving those for seed now. Although I would say, look, there's a few here that could still be picked. I may well have a few more for those for tonight's dinner. Now we come to the second runner bean arch. almost up to the top. Artichokes, Jerusalem artichokes, those ones are, but if you look amongst the Jerusalem artichokes, trying to get there, not something, can you see that big pumpkin? I hope you can. I can't see on my phone if you can see it. There also are some more over here. They have just done amazingly. There's another two I can see. Courgette plant. See where that yellow flower is there? That's a courgette. That's one courgette plant I found. There's another one over there by the fence. But I can't find any more. I have put at least 5 courgette plants in here. I've just been overtaken by the pumpkins. And then up on the fences are gourds, which again are doing amazingly well. This side that's got a little gourd I can show you. In the meantime, oh look, no, there it is. You see that white thing there? I have several of those developing around the place. But also look at my sweet corn with its beans growing up the bottom of them. Those ones over there haven't done so well. Not quite so sure why, but these ones are doing fantastic because they're not in the grid though. I wonder if they'll all get pollinated. I wonder if I'll actually get some corn off of them. But can you see down there? There, I do have some silky things. So there must be corn forming in that, surely. And oh, these were the leftover runner beans that I just popped in. I'm going to have so many runner beans. My family love runner beans, so another pumpkin growing there. They look like watermelons, but I know I haven't grown any watermelons, so that's very sad. Unless they put the wrong seeds in the packets. But no, they're pumpkins. One there. Can't wait. In this artichoke, am I pointing to it? Around there somewhere, I can't see it. Forming the globe artichoke. Sunflowers all around the edge that I planted. These are little tiny pumpkins that I put the whole little tiny pumpkin into the ground last November, and they all sprouted up out of it, and I transplanted them all around the edge here. Kind of been a bit attacked by grass down there. There's gourds growing up the fence in between the sunflowers here, and of course all these came out of Sunflower City. I transplanted them down here. All these sunflowers are from the sunflowers that I grew in my back garden last year, and I chucked in the compost, and they happily seeded themselves away down in the cage, and I transplanted them all around the outside. So this is the tour of me being away. Oh, look, there's another gourd there. Some fennel here, gone to seed, and a nasty weed seed. You can go away before you seed. So lots happening. I'm so pleased with my first year's attempt of being an allotmenteer. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a really nice day. See you soon.